What's going on YouTube? This is PyroTakun here to address some of this WiiU hate. Alright, I'm going to go ahead go through a couple articles here. Compliments of the fucking WiiU gamepad. Yo, this web browser, it's pretty fucking slick. The web browser on the WiiU is pretty damn nice. I've never seen any, console or handheld that had a web browser that was this smooth. So props to Nintendo for this sick ass web browser. And I'm just reading off the gamepad here. Alright, so first up, it's an article and topic a lot of people already touched on with the Metro Last Light developer saying the WiiU has a horrible slow CPU. And to read the quote exactly, the WiiU has a horrible slow CPU. We had an early look at it, we thought we could probably do it, but in terms of the impact we could make on the overall quality of the game, potentially to its detriment, we just figured it wasn't worth pursuing at this time. It's something we might return to. I really couldn't make any promises though. So there is that, and the game is pulled for the WiiU for now. They did hint at the possibility that it could return in the future. That remains to be seen. We don't know. And this next article just came up here recently today, and it's that Black Ops 2 on the WiiU is sub HD and has the worst frame rate. And I'm just going to skip down to the quote. While the WiiU matches PS3 performance in a range of gameplay scenes, the more ambitious levels bring performance down to unacceptably low levels. The Wii U version matches the look of the Xbox 360 game and thus gives it an edge visually over the PlayStation 3 release, but unfortunately it comes up well short in terms of performance, an aspect that is all important to the playability of a Call of Duty title. The frame rate variance is such that the PS3 game feels generally smoother, while the 360 release feels like an entirely different game in the more demanding levels. Bearing in mind the commonalities in hardware design between the Wii U and the 360, we can't help but feel somewhat disappointed that Black Ops 2 underperforms so noticeably. And you know what, these two articles, they kind of go back to a video I did a while back talking about the issue with the Wii U. And I'll go ahead and leave that link in the description along with these articles I read off of here, off the gamepad. Yeah, I'll go ahead and leave those articles in my last video, or the one video I'm referring to, in the description. And it's basically the issue with the Wii U I talked about in that video was the CPU. That the CPU was the weak link for the Wii U. And that is still true, that still holds true to be the case. And of course, these two articles are basically just talking about how the CPU just isn't really working out for them. Now, I know the Wii U has a GPU, but developers are obviously not using it. They're obviously not taking advantage of it at this moment. It seems like basically what they're trying to do is do just like a direct port from a 360 or PS3 game over to the Wii U, and because that architecture for them is different, it's just not running the way they were expecting or as smooth as people want it to. So it seems like developers do have to go through and go the extra mile to really optimize things for the Wii U. And we know developers are lazy as shit. So we might not see that for a while, and that's probably why some of these launch games are having, all sorts of issues. And it's not that the Wii U is not capable of handling it, it's just developers are being lazy with it. Two completely different things. But, kind of like what I said in my other video, it's like, this is 2012. The 360 came out in 2005, PS3 came out in 2006. Their hardware is even older than that. So for you to come out 2012 with a CPU that is, below the level of hardware that came out 6 or 7 years ago, it just wasn't a right move. No matter how you really look at it, At the very least, Nintendo should have put in a CPU on the same level as the 360, maybe just a tad bit better, just so developers, lazy developers like this, could actually just directly port games over to the Wii U and not have any issues, and then later on in the development when they wanted to take advantage of more power, then Nintendo could show them, hey, here's the GPU, here's how to use it. Because at the beginning, I mean, how much effort is someone really going to put into a launch title? Seriously, think about it. How much effort do people really put into launch titles? It's really them testing the waters, and in this case, it was developers just doing direct ports of games, and because of the CPU wasn't, you know, what is not all that great, not as powerful, you know, as some people would like, it took a hit because everyone's just trying to run things through a CPU. That's just what they've done for the past generation. So at the very least, Nintendo should have put in a CPU on the same level as 360, so that way the direct ports wouldn't have taken a hit. You know, that's basically what I'm saying here. I mean, is what it is. It's too late now. This shit's out. I've actually been having lots of fun with the Wii U. It's pretty slick. This web browser's beast. The controller's awesome. The only real complaint I have is some of the loading times. Like, it takes a little while to boot up some stuff, but you know, pretty much most of the complaints I have with the Wii U can be fixed with updates. So I'll just leave that at that. But yeah. I mean, there's not too much else to say here other than developers are lazy, and the Wii U hardware, it's superior, it's better, but at the same time, Nintendo should have kept in mind how lazy some of these developers would be, you know? That's basically what I'm trying to say here. So, yeah, there is that for now. I probably have some more videos coming at you guys here soon, but I just want to go ahead and get that out the way. PyroTakun, out.